in closing today, what I want to do is kind of talk a little bit about some of the challenges and ethical concerns that are raised by artificial intelligence. If we start using artificial intelligence in the classroom and start having our students use it, there are going to be some things that we as instructors are going to run into, and some things that students are going to try and do, and some things that students need to understand. And so what I'd like to do is take a minute or two and talk a little bit about some of these challenges, and possibly just throw out some ways of entertaining these challenges and ethics. So first of all, we have academic integrity. We talked a little bit about some of those plagiarism tools like Safe Assign and Turnitin, but we as instructors know that students are going to try and do things the easy way as much as possible, and that includes using AI on class assignments. And so there are some challenges there. We can do some statistical analyses across campuses and see how many students we think are misusing AI and things of that nature, but that would be a potential point of interest for research on AI use in the classroom, in allowing students to use it, and that kind of thing. Another thing is veracity. When you're using AI tools, they suffer from something called AI hallucinations. And AI hallucinations basically is where it makes things up. Right now, you can't ask ChatGPT to write a research paper or a dissertation or a thesis or something like that for you, because while it might produce something that looks good on the outside, when you start looking at the actual content that ChatGPT will produce, you'll find out that some of the citations that are in that supposed research paper don't even exist. It will make up books, it will make up movies, it'll make up various resources, and that kind of thing. Sometimes it will also tell you things that are patently untrue. There was a humorous example recently where somebody asked ChatGPT for a recipe for pizza, and one of the ingredients that it said to use was glue, which obviously you shouldn't be using glue inside of your cheese, but someone had humorously posted that on one of the sources of data that ChatGPT had ingested. And ChatGPT, since it's not a human being, it doesn't have the same kind of reasoning skills that humans do, and so it thought that glue was actually a legitimate part of pizza and could be included, even though the poster had said this in jest. And so AI does have the ability to fabricate things, and so you do have to check what's going on with it. Some of the definitions that I had generated, I had to look those definitions over and make sure that those definitions pass the smell test. Something else is job displacement. We've got students that are going into a world that is going to face a lot of uncertainty due to AI. Some of the jobs that we currently have available will be replaced down the road, but new jobs will be opened. We're going to have a need for prompt engineers and things like that. So we should warn our students about that, about the impact of AI on automation and how it impacts their future employment. Finally, we have privacy concerns. If students are going to begin using AI, we need to warn them about the fact that any question or information that you give a large language model like Claude or Bard or AI or ChatGPT will take the information that's given and will use it in future responses to other people. And so you don't need to be doing things like giving your home address or the city where you live or social security numbers, birth dates, and things like that, because that has the potentiality to be leaked. It has the potentiality to be used in nefarious ways. And so these are just a few of the challenges and ethics that our students and we as instructors are going to face in the future of AI.